Okay, it's gaming time. Why did I say Labyrinth of Touhou 2 in the title? I meant to do try. I'm very smart. Okay, now it's gaming. Let me, there we go. $1.99. It's so sunny over. Okay, apparently I am the worst person ever killing the blue guys. Don't worry, that doesn't matter. All that matters is the cat. Okay, let's see how it's gonna go. Come on. It's just the worst. A 1.99 again? It's a moment over. Okay, cat part 2. This time, significantly better than the last, surely. Hello, Koishi. Yeah, this time you'll be nice. Good enough. Take those every time. Okay, Takane. Why did my phone just light up? Spam risk. Well, okay, sorry for the pause buffering strats. It's over. Arn's cheated. That was an aggressive line. Holy crap, I'm on stage 3, and this quickly, too. Time to die like a little punk. Surely if I die, at the very least, the game will let me get to see Sanyo. Surely. Excuse me. Sorry, we do a little bit of throwing. We do a lot bit of throwing. Holy dog shit, bro. It's okay, surely I'll get back there in the next 45 minutes, right? Is this pace currently? Yeah. But hello, chicken butt. Wow, 13.6 kill. It's one of the fastest mid-non kills I've ever had as Rainbow. Okay, we get back to back cats here though. Back-to-back hats? I'm actually so cracked. Nice power. Nice. Okay, back to back. Hold on, let's try. Okay, this is always the spell onto Kane. If something's gonna go wrong, it is here. Actually free? Nice. Back-to-back stage 3 is insane. Hello, Ops. Yeah, this time I never butcher it, right? I at least killed the dude on the right this time, so... I at least set myself up for better. The way these bullets shoot is really weird. Yeepa-de-boo-boo. Hello, my dear. How you doing? Not bad at all. That was not the prettiest line through. I love spam. Who supercharged these fairies and made them green? Well, I made the Sanyo again. Not bad. Hello, Spooter. Damn, so I remember I need to look at her dialogue. I love spell 1. I love spell 1. I love when she moves down on me. Holy base. I love the Zoots. Fuck, that was so... Oh, that wasn't even that bad, too. Glad you enjoyed the play. You just randomly receive $200? Okay. Mr. Hot stuff over here. I like how she decides that when I have no power, that now is the appropriate time to do a move left. Why did I do this to myself? Whatever. It was a gift. What gift? Oh, the IRS. Yeah, what, you stripping for people or something? Hello? Fathom Wave of the Year. I mean, I've pre-ordered figures over a year in advance. I could buy that gluttonous centipede. So it is a top-tier figure. I love this. It's all perfectly fine. Dude, look how long it takes to get back up to, like, a decent power level. Back to decent, I mean full. Like 5 years, dude. You don't even get max power before spam? That's insane! Where's my power cancel strats when I need them? Unfucking real. How? Actually insane. I can't believe I just fucking did that. Huh? I mean, it's one missed pace since I died to, It's one missed pace since I died to Sanyo Non 2. But what? 3 power spam and I clutched the rest of the stage? The new Date Alive duo figure. No, send it to me on Discord so I can look at that. I mean, to be fair, Sanyo Non 2 is one of the harder attacks in the game. It's like, I hate Sanyo Non 1 more. I'm personally worse at it, but Sanyo Non 2 I would say is probably her hardest attack in terms of broadly. Pictures in general, it's fine. Actually, I don't have a general. Okay, let's fight Isamaru. Okay, I mean, like, sometimes, just... And by sometimes, I mean all the time, Isamaru is just... a disgusting creature. Oh, I was about to die. Give me some favorable movement. How did I not die? Probably be at 3.0 powers, you have to live another wave of this. Honestly, just that easy. Where's my power cancel? TCB, where are you at? Fuck you. This knot is annoying. This knot is fucking die! Disgusting shit, disgusting. No, vile shape, vile creature. Wait, that's the next stage. Oh, that was foolish of me. That was too aggressive. I got ahead of myself. Game should have had big P. Technically, it does. Like, that attack there actually drops 0.5 P. Suckios things for the distant case. Are they safe? I mean, they look safe. They're not an SFW. Holy based, bro. Normally, I'm a Karumi fan over a Toka fan, but I think the Toka one goes harder here, unironically. Holy moly, bro. You know I'm a Date Alive fan. I mean, I'm here. I'm here. How do you do stage 5 again, guys? It's been a hot minute. Can someone tell me the route right now? Hello, Alan. Alan, I did this stage section of Stage 4 perfect in the middle of this run, so I'm happy. It's currently 3 minutes, but... Sanyo Non 2. Misumaru spell 1, and Misumaru final. Tap right a bunch? I don't think I should tap right now. Just a hunch. You piece of shit. Scuff! Okay, a little bit of an early kill, but I did kind of mess up slightly. It was still a time down pretty well, so. Fuck me. I love this fucking game. I still don't really have like an overall plan for this section. I have kind of like a broad idea. Kind of the same thing for what's right here. Yeah, I mean, that section is so fucking... This section is just tragic. What are you doing to me, girl? That was... Talk about tragic. Yeah, now it's really fucking scuffed. 2 power, let's go. Yeah. Look at that ear-whispering fox. Hey guys, anybody like having power? I love having to do this entire fight at 2.0 power, assuming I never die to this fight. By the way. But she doesn't have a big power drop. Dude, how the fuck am I supposed to do this non? Like, at 2.0 power, how am I supposed to do that? See, this is the problem with this game, by the way. Mountain of Faith, you can get a 6 miss and be fine. But right now, this is 6 miss, and look at my fucking power. I literally am at minimum power. Holy crap, I killed the attack? How the fuck did I actually cap? Dude, how am I supposed to cap this? Oops. The answer is I don't cap it. I literally have to fucking time it out. Dude, how do you time out this attack? By the way, I died, so now I'm actually at one tower. Like, I was getting close. I can't believe I actually timed that out. Okay, at least that drops, like, a good bit of power. But, like, how the fuck do I not die to the stage? Miscount this. This is 7? Yeah, 7 right now. Nope, that's not what I want. Buy power? I'm not buying power, though. I've already talked about that. Maybe I can get my hands on 2.0 here. And maybe then it's tolerable. Oh, dude, Tsukasa without max power is gonna be ass. Maybe we just bomb. That's me on the wall. Oh, there's a yellow dude. Well, I have no more power anymore. Oops. Yep. The power of not having power, by the way. This is why I usually reset runs. Don't worry, Tsukasa drops max power. I didn't even bait. I am not the master at baiting. I'm not even damaging her right now. Yeah. Where's my pee? You like that fucking wiggle there? Call me Wiggle Nightbug? Can I kill this dude? Not really. Holy fuck, this section is so ass, bro. What the fuck? Dude, if you can't kill that middle dude, you're fucked. How are you alive? Right. I mean, it was a fucking phenomenal run. Perfect stage 4 stage section. We take those every day of the week. Not a pace run. So pretty. Dude, and you know what the worst part is? That is playing absolutely out of my mind on stage 4. And that is still that just tragic. Although that ending section of stage 5 is also pretty. Oh, dude, this is my third 1.99 of the day. Hello? Actually, no, it's my fourth. What am I talking about? We love power loss. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'd say this as a whole for stage 5. Okay. The first everything pre-Tsukasa on stage 5 is not a threat. As long as you follow the line, it's smooth. Like, you have to mess up. It's not like you can't mess up, you absolutely can, but You have to mess up on before Tsukasa to die. Tsukasa is not bad. I messed up on Tsukasa. I should have died, but I didn't because I have done Tsukasa enough to kind of know better. And then you have the yellow section, which is scuffed to hell and back. The post-yellow section's not too bad. Then you got the first stars, which are fine. It's the purple, guys. Like, I died to the last fairy if that was, like, just an awkward situation of respawning just into an awkward spot, and I couldn't comprehend it in time. Those purple fairies are, like, the problem. The yellow post-Tsukasa section is a pretty rough section. And those purple fairies are a tragedy upon themselves. Oh my gosh, 3 cats in a row? Insane with it? Why did I come over here? I never come over here right now. Scuffed Lines 101. I can't believe I timed out Megamoo's semifinal, by the way. That was probably honestly the second biggest highlight of the run, besides the stage 4 stage section. How the fuck did I time that out? I spent a lot of time recently, like, learning that attack. But even then, I'm not there on it. Hey, I did the thing where I I directed it hard left, and I forced that really awkward situation. I forced the harder micro, but it was at the bottom of the screen where it's not that bad, where it wasn't that bad. It's just like the lines as a whole. I had to pivot pretty hard on that fucking attack to time it out. Like, generally, the more and more you do that attack, the worse and worse it'll get. And so I had to spend one line just completely doing something suboptimal to reset the position. But then, so this begs another question then. Which is, regardless of everything else, stage 6. Like, I've seen that stage 6 at max power is not bad. Well, we also just saw that stage 6 at minimum power is unbelievably dog shit. Like, how am I supposed to do those last 3 fairies at 1.0 power? Like, at least with, like, spell cards, if you're at minimum power, it's just time it out, forehead. Right? Oof. Oh, there goes my 3 in a row on the cat. this challenge. I mean, I literally just effectively did that, right? Like, I didn't kill that middle fairy. So, that is effectively close enough to what I just tried. And we saw what that result was. The answer was not pleasant. And so, I guess they kind of like this. The broad assumption of that stage is, like, going into it, max power, obviously great. Now, Megamu's kind of a biatch, right? Like, she's definitely got threatening, right? So the real question then I have to ask is, what's the point? You think Satoria's orange Spain does already go into heat and Satori has to deal with both horny cat and horny cat thoughts? I think the latter. Also, hello, Light General. Also, hello, Potatoebot as well. All the purple people joined. Purple chatters, I mean, I don't chat in chat because, you know, I'm the streamer, man, but I'm purple as well, so clearly we know what's up. Is what I would say, but I prefer a broad diversity of colors. It makes it easier when I look over to distinguish who's who. But anyway, what I was getting at was, obviously Stage 6 can be done with max power. And so and it obviously can't really be done, well, at 1.0 power. So the question is, 3.0 power is probably workable. But how workable is 2.0 power? Because the whole idea about that stage is probably that you never die to Tsukasa, because if you do, you're probably in big trouble. Unless you're already at max power, in which case you're still probably in trouble because you died to her, and so you're probably really sad. And being sad is not a good thing to be in the middle of a run. Oh, what? I hate that stupid spell. All in all, though, I'm not too upset about that stage 5, right? Because, like, I died to the purple section, but, like, that purple section is ass. And I still have to get better at it, too. Like, there's more to learn. That fairy at the end I died to, where I consider that kind of an anomaly. And, like, Megamu Non 2, if I had max power, she would have died. So I have some, like... I still take a little bit away from the fact that I made it to, like, past the normal time that you want to live there. And similar story for her final as well. It goes to show where the... You know, one could argue that this game is very similar to Touhou 19 in a sense. Where you can get hit, and it's not the end of the world. But when you get hit once, then it puts the sketch on you. Because, like, in 19, you have a shield. As long as you have the shield, you're fine. But then you get hit once, you lose the shield. It's like, uh-oh. And that's kind of the thing of this game. You can get hit once, and if you go long enough period of time, you can get hit again. And it's not going to be that big of a deal. But if you go more than, like, 1 or 2 of these segments, where you get hit when you don't have your shield back, whoop. Then it quickly turns into, this fucking spell is so stupid. Because, to be fair, right there, we already saw the problem. Like, I was just fortunate to get around it, of what happens when you die. Because dying to Sanyo is already just brutal. Because if you die, because I died. If you die after the first spell of Sanyo, you don't hit max power until after spam. I think if I died prior to the end of the first spell, I would probably have recovered full power. Or at least it would have been close. Like, a single Sanyo reeks of tragic there. The good news is, a death to the middle part of Stage 4 isn't that terrible for Misumaru, because you get multiple, like, power shots. I think you get a good power at the end of the stage. Actually, I don't remember off the top of my head now. So realistically, to not get, like, screwed by the power loss shenanigans, like, tragedies, you can one miss probably anywhere on from Sanyo to anywhere from on Sanyo up to, but not including, Stage 4 spam section. Then you can probably one miss the rest of Stage 4. Okay, I 2 missed to Misumaru, and we saw that was basically fine. However, if you do 1 and 1 before that, I don't know if that's fine. At the very least, a 1 miss to Misumaru. I mean, like, what are we doing? This fight is so ass. Give me Sanyo. Stop giving me this stupid cat. Imagine this cat was actually the final boss of the game. I think a 1 miss to, like, the last half of Stage 5 is probably fine. I think a 2 misses really. Like, that's what fucking did me in, right? He's going to Mega Move with 2 power. Well, is that true? It's true enough. And then probably 1 miss to Mega Move. So, like, if you can space your misses out like that, you're probably fine. In this situation, you're probably entering stage 3 or stage 6, 3.0 something power, and that's probably fine. But anything outside of those realms, and you're just asking for a tragedy. Doing that stage 4 like that, though, is sick. Also, what is sick is doing Misumaru with pressure. Well, and that stage 4 with pressure, but Misumaru with pressure specifically, too. Which is not something I've had yet. Why can't you just, like, lose half a power on death? Like, that would be so much better. Just, like, just make it half a power soon. You can make it punishing, but not like that, like the end of the world. I hate this cat. It's such a stupidly designed attack. Lose all power on death. Isn't that just the Momio item card? I whoop you and I just can't shoot. I mean, at that point, might as well just wipe you. Upon death, just deletes the game from your System 64. Windows 64, whatever. Windows 32. I'm pretty warm right now. But I think that's because my pressure. It was kind of a little stressful run we had. .0 power. Finally, we're so back. It's the one thing we wanted to happen. Dev Buddha highly responsive to prayers. Do the LNB gauntlet. Every Touhou game in a row. If you ever wipe, you gotta reset back at Touhou 1. Sure, I'll make it better fun. Well, I made it to stage 6 already, so I think people should be content with what I got. Okay, I already had my run of the day. Now I gotta go on cooldown. Don't want to get too greedy here. This fucking cat is just so unbelievably annoying. You may have Touhou 1. Hey, I like Touhou 1. I beat Touhou 1. I have 1cc. I don't have an LNB. An LNB in Touhou 1 is definitely going to be like, if you want to talk about games that like scale in difficulty from 1cc to an LNB, Touhou 1 is probably one of the games that's near the top of that list. At least in the upper portions. Damn, now I just want to get all my LNN so that I can go do the LNB gauntlet. Now the more and more I'm thinking about it, the more and more I just want to do that. "21 Touhou games, lunatic difficulty. If I wipe at any point, I gotta reset back to the beginning. I shit my pants, I'm forced to wipe. This. The Touhou gauntlet. Sounds like a fucking sick idea. Now I just gotta get an LNN in every game, right? That's pretty easy. Credits for practice. That's what it's looking like right now. Which is fine. I got my credit earlier. First 3 LP. Eastern Wonderland shouldn't be too bad. Hope. Highly responsive to prayers is probably the death sentence of an early. I can't with this stupid fucking cat. Would LNB the gauntlet be no third condition? Yeah. Like, the good news about the LNB gauntlet, if you can get past Pod, you're probably good for a while. The problem is trying to get past highly responsive and Pod. Yeesh. But, like, Lotus Land and Mystic Square shouldn't be too bad for it. EOSD's a little sussy, but yeah, EOSD, despite having his terrible LNN, its LNB is not at the same thing, kind of just with the nature of the game, Cope. DCB, Imperishable Knight shouldn't be that bad. Especially because in Perishable Night, like, you don't, because you're LNBing, you don't have the issue of the final spells. Like, you don't have Rising World issues, so who cares? QFV's probably not the most tragic. Mountain Faith is gonna be fine. Subterranean should be fine. And then UFO is gonna fucking probably dick you down a little bit. And by a bit, I mean a lot bit. So, like, after 3, it's not the end of the world until 12. Oh. But just don't have one bad session and then, whoop, you're all the way back to the beginning, boys. And then you get to 18, and then you get to fucking 20. And it's just like, well, guess I'll die. GG go next. I should take like a 1-minute break is really what I should have done after that run. Human clear rate is probably like 10%. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Me, when I'm like 10 hours deep in the gauntlet, I get to fucking UM. And then I just have a bad stage 4 because the stage 4 is tragic. And then I just inevitably wipe because stage 4 just dicks you over. I'm gonna lose my mind. Why is this stage so much worse than stage 4? It's actually insane. I'm gonna go pee. I'll be back in a minute or two. Dude, if only I would have gotten to the Touhou earlier, like sooner in life. The Touhou Gauntlet would have been so much more manageable before Touhou 20 and Touhou 18. Remember, this is Nihilist Monk level. This is a level made for nihilistic monks. Okay, let's do a bit of casual. So something nice and peaceful. Shit. First. What was Zune on when he made this spell? You know what? Hold on. I want to see something. What does this spell look like on normal? Oh my gosh, it's free, bro! You guys really want me to die after saying it was free. What does this spell look like on hard? It's the same spell? Question mark? What? This spell is, it's just the same fucking spell? What does it look like on easy? I hope it's just the big balls. What is this? Isamaru, what are you doing? So normal and hard are just... I entered Japanese mode. Or is that Chinese? Not even hard has the big... Dude, the difference between hard and looting is insane. Spell too funny on easy? Hold on, let me look at that. I'm not gonna bait it. I don't know, is this particularly funny? Looks harder than the first spell does on easy. Is suffocation funny on easy? Okay, to be fair, to an easy player, like, after having dealt with it, this is, dude, if you're not someone who's toe experienced, this has gotta be just terrible for you. I think something else unbelievable. Maybe it was normal. Go. Nah, it looks like the same type of thing. So, here's what I just learned about Spell 1. Zune decided on easy, normal, and hard, let's make this perfectly fine. And by perfectly fine, I mean a respectable spell. Like, it's definitely challenging for normal players or hard players. Like, this is a fair, honest spell on normal and hard. And then on Lunatic, he was like, I'm gonna add the big balls. That's not gonna, like, fuck anything up, right? He was like, you know, I could add just, like, more small balls. But why would I do that when I can add some big ones? Dude, what have you done? Like, what is this spell? My guy. Is that 2 in a row? Big balls? Well, he only likes big balls on Lunatic. Because the other difficulties are all just hard. Or all just small. Dude, that green ball on the left just turned my brain off. When there are some attacks like this, a big step from hard. Yeah, but it's not like it's just a big step. Like, it's a step from, oh, this is a challenging but fair spell to, oh, this is just one of those dog shit spells in all of Touhou, like, period. Like, dog, give me UNR before this. There is, like, very little attacks I'll say that for. Okay? There are very few attacks in all of Touhou. I'll be like, you know what? I'll take UNR over this attack. Give me UNR over this thing, bro. What are we doing? I love the attack, but, like, I talk about for the purpose of, like, a run. When balls are the Alfonso, so true. When dog shit. Oh! I said it is an incredibly fun spell. It's not a run-friendly spell in the least. Like, if I'm, like, talking run-wise, this, like, what is this? Like, there are a lot of spells in Touhou that, like, can high roll you, right? I mean, I've talked about how literally her second spell, like, depending on her movement, can really vary the spell a lot, right? There's some high crit rolls, but like to call this a varied attack is putting it mildly. But it generally ranges from hard to very hard to even worse hard, and like sometimes just disgustingly hard. Like, oop, your eyes are trying to scan the screen and look at 20 like that. Oh, you're trying to scan the screen and you're looking at 20 balls? Guess what? You missed the 21st ball that's gonna kill you. Oops, should have read that one. Oh, what? You failed to scan the entire screen for 20 balls at once for 2 seconds? Guess what? You're trapped and you're cucked. Am I exaggerating? Obviously, yes. It's still the point rings true. It is also such a fucking fun spell, though. Like, it's so fun to play casually. Like, the spam section in this game is obviously, like, also terrible. Second hardest attack in the game, I'm very comfortable saying. Or second hardest part of the game. But, like, this thing right here is gonna be the actual just... Oops, you couldn't read that properly. Whoops. You hesitate for a second. Guess what? You're surrounded by 10 balls. What is this, an orgy? Dude, I love yelling aggressively. It makes me feel better. Just rant. So what the fuck is this? Dude, what is that? Like, what I had to do... If you have to read that in the middle of a run, the answer is you're not reading that in the middle of a run. Heck is so fucking free, though. Dude, I could inject this attack straight into my veins all day, bro. It's such an addicting attack. Where I'm actually insane. Oh, my boy, good idea, but I have to go up. That yellow ball is just slightly too high for me. I need to go up. Your brain has to, like, try to perceive this attack so fast and have your fingers catch up. Ooh, wow. It's not enough to see a hole. You have to see the hole before it happens. Because if you see a hole and then you play for it, the hole's closed by the time you get to it. Whoa, I moved down. Okay, I'll get one more cap of this. I think I got some other shit I want to practice. My widespread eyes are falling off. I had my moments. Like Koishi on your PS5? Crazy. Like 13.5? I say I have 15.5 on the Switch. That's actually one of my earliest exposures to Touhou. Was playing 18.5 on the Switch. Not 18.5, 15.5. $50. I think that's roughly what I'm gonna want to do. Cause, like, let's pretend we're at like the bottom here, because like that happened. Like I get like forced into this spot, and then we just gotta do like one of these. Let's time it out. No, I'm not practicing Tsukasa right now. I don't feel like I need to. Good 4 power. I mean, I had 4 power on the at that section on the run I just did, to be fair. It's like small stars. Me too, kid. Me too. The problem is, it's this. It's like, you can get out of this section fine, but the problem is getting out of this section into the next section, and like transitioning properly into the next section. Do I just fucking kill that dude on the right? Can I just kill that dude on the right? Being higher up is nicer for the purple section. From my experience, at least. Because the purple guys are aimed to you to some degree. So I want to try to get myself to the top middle of the screen. If I ideally could. Like, the problem isn't this star section. It's trying to, like I said, transition into the purple section as nice as you can, I guess. Did you see how long I'm, like, able to stall out? Like, just kind of doing, like up-down movements without actually microing? Like, that's what you want to try to get. Let's just play on the bottom here. Oh, you don't want to have to do that. Let me look at that, though. Let me look at that for another shebang. I hate the small stars.
I think I burned my brain out of the day already.
I mean, that works. I don't know if I don't think I like that more than being high. I think regardless, you want to do this thing where you play really aggressive on these guys. The last thing you want is your homing bullets to get. That's not bad. If you... So what's better? Let's just assume we're doing the star shenanigans, so we're always getting a basically empty screen going into this. Yeah, you're always playing aggressive on the star, guys, to give yourself enough time to be wherever you want to be here. I don't know what is actually going to be better. I think both of them had their merits. So that's a part. So that's because, like, let's say I'm like playing like a doing the side strat, right? Well, let me also experiment with something else real quickie dicky like in a minute. Ooh, that's a tight ass micro. The downside to this is I feel like you leave some of these guys alive late. Like, later than you do when you're playing in high, but that's not like that. Is this just fine? Is that just fine? Now that I look at it, instead of doing any of that dancing, do I just do that? It feels stupid. Excuse me? Based? There's no way it's just like that simple. I just didn't think this would be real because, like, I've never seen anyone do this. I'm just doing fucking this. When you let a few guys through, it's like, it's a little, like, cringe, right? But, like... Like, is that not just, like, fine? Gotta be careful at the end there, I guess. That went worse than the last time, to be fair. Hold on, let me do the thing where I where I start up as high, like, kind of as high as I can, to make sure that the guys on the right are baited as far over there. Yeah, like if you accidentally let some guys through, then you do a few. Okay, then now that's a little more cringe. But you definitely can risk letting some guys through. I didn't retreat low enough, quick enough either that time. It's worth noting. Let me try doing that more. Because the further lower you retreat, the less steep the guys on the right get. It's like, okay, you know, see, I'm letting a couple guys through. I did 2 micros there. And then you gotta worry a bit about the aim. I mean, the answer is if you can just kill everything, you're fine. Obviously, that's not always going to be the most... I mean, look at that! I literally killed everything, and it's free! The problem is when you let one through, then it does a weird turnaround. I wonder if you can like can you like just like adapt though? Like I'm kind of just like moving further to the right as I'm going. And then eventually I'm ending up in the middle anyway, where you do the mid-base gameplay that you do anyway. Like, there's a bit of variation here. And I gotta do it enough to figure out, but I think it's fun. I think it's kind of like tight on making sure you kill things properly. Yeah, you let one punk through and then things get awkward. But I guess even if you let a single punk through, you can kind of just, I mean... improv cope. Just don't let anyone through. It's that simple. Ooh, I did an accident micro there. I mean, even if I let that dude through, like, I recovered back to the middle, and it kind of forced an okay line, right? Like, I didn't do any awkward micros. Like, you just try to kill as many of these dudes as you can. Oops, and then you accidentally went through. Like, when I'm playing this, like, it's kind of a combination of strats. It's not the top-down shenanigans, and, like, the bad news is it kind of forces improv, right? Like, it's not this top-downy nature right here.
It feels like there are many strats that work. And the problem is, I don't know which one is like, gonna be optimal. Hit you? Let's think of it like that, because look, I literally did 0 micros there. Play a little bit of Y, because that guy lived a bit longer, but like... Fuck, what? What do I do? It's not one of those things where I'm like, I don't have any options. I just feel like I have too many options. Look at, like, dude, if it goes well, look how well that goes. I think it's either the top or it's this, like the top middle or it's this. I should have left earlier, because now I forced some weird shit there. Yeah, if one guy gets out, you gotta leave early, Hope. Just don't let anyone escape. Dude, if no one escapes... Yeah, their spawn heights are RNG. They're like the dudes at the beginning of the stage. I think wall hugging at the very beginning might be suboptimal. I did the thing that I said you shouldn't do. But it's also fine, because I'm just that good. Gosh, there's never been anyone better than me. I keep doing the thing where I let a guy through and then I'm like, I should go over there and like do that, but then I don't. Yeah, with that really high spawn. But even when that happens, and then I come over here, and then I have that double. I've almost got it. I mean, it's probably the middle. Because it feels like there are problems on the left, tragically. Probably just along that line. Let me do both of them with the proper transition. Hello, 11. Well, I immediately fucked it up. Or did I? I mean, that high angle didn't really... Didn't miss paint analysis? No, there was no paint analysis. That was a pretty damn good run, though, earlier. So it's unfortunately the left the wall strat is the wall strat at its best is like free, but you can get cucked by height. So realistically, it's probably just middle, which is tragic. Dude, the wall strat would be so fucking sick though. I wonder if a higher damaging character could do the wall. Could do the wall strat better. But realistically, it's probably just middle, and then ball out. I guess maybe if you don't kill the star guy on the right quick enough, right? It might be best to like do like kind of pivot to the wall strat. Cope. It's late. I spent a while on that. I'll do like a run or two. Die to Mickey and then move on. Pretty happy with the day, I must say. No power for me. 1.14. This is 0 power running. PB, not PB in terms of pace or anything, but I died to Misumaru non-2, and then I made it all, not Misumaru non-2, I died to Sanyo non-2, and then I did a perfect stage 4 stage section. Died twice to Misumaru, but dying to Misumaru twice is not the end of the world. Played through the entire stage 5, and then it crumbled at the end of stage 5. And we found out that stage 6 without any power is not good. It's not a good thing in the slightest. Strain your wrist unthinkable. I was gonna be getting carpool tunnel. I know that's not what it's called, I just say it's funny. Okay, LNN players have it harder against each sickness themes. Dude, 11, I looked at Misumaru's spell 1 on easy, normal, hard, and lunatic, and the amount that spell scales from hard to lunatic is absurd. I don't know if he brought us the ISC stream. You know what, Cat? Kill me. You can't bring me down. I'm already in a great mood. Today's great. There's literally nothing you can do to ruin my day. Like, if I die, I'm just like, you know what? It was a great day, and I move on. So, you know what, Cat? You're literally meaningless right now. Anything and everything you do to my life in this very run is actually just meaningless to me. How does it feel to just be so worthless for once? She's broken by despair. She's broken by the despair of my hatred. Does I die to her? I've already had a great day, and then I go play some try. And I beat her, then it's like, you know what? I beat her, and I'm happy either way. It's a good day either way. So literally, whatever she decided, just completely irrelevant to the flow of life. The letter Mr. David, the Katsuya living together with Fudanari's, yeah. See that the UK said that they were going to. The UK government said they're going to ban all porn that's simulated incest porn, right? What? You heard me. The UK said they're going to ban all incest porn. Okay, anything that's simulated incest, they're gonna ban. It is though insisted though. Don't tell the Komeiji shippers. Or the Scarlet shippers, for that matter. I hate you. Okay, we're moving on. Good day.